The soul of this community, I think, is its resilience. We've had fires and we've had economic downturns and all that sort of stuff, and we've come back from it. This is an object lesson to trigger people's memories. And then it evokes conversation. Oh, I remember that building. It's not there anymore, but boy, I really have fond memories of it. So you get people talking, and that elaborates the history that is in this museum, because we really want to be a place that evokes the telling of stories.
I think Pulaski is a beautiful town. The architectural design of the buildings and everything here is just absolutely spectacular. Just like our courthouse, you just don't see that in every town. We exhibit the artisans of the New River Valley, and it gives the artist an opportunity to showcase their work and also sell their work.
The name is Upstairs, Downstairs, because we have an upstairs and a downstairs. We have mainly antiques, decorated articles, consignment in vintage clothing. Vintage clothing is a big draw, and it's all age ranges. Painted furniture, I think I have at least one piece in every state. Jewelry, always. And I think in my store it's atmosphere too. I think it's a little old world. We have a flea market, and that of course is right on my line. I have to go to the flea market every Saturday morning. It's a must.
It's a perfect spot for a bike shop because you can leave here, you have 1 mile paved trail, and then 2.5 miles of gravel. That's the Dora connector. It takes us down into the New River Trail. So actually you have 57 miles of rail trail to choose from. Some friends of ours from up in the Christiansburg area brought us down to Clater Lake, and we made our way over to town. And I was looking for the bike shop, couldn't find a bike shop. I'm like, how could there not be a bike shop here? It's the perfect spot, so we saved up all our money and opened a bike shop. We do a little bit of sales, a little bit of service, and a little bit of rental. We'll fix stuff from a broken pedal on a kid's bike, replace a rusty chain, to a complete overhaul on your mountain bike, including the hydraulic brakes. We fix bikes, even if you bought them somewhere else. Calfee Ball Field is an example of where the town's persistence over the years of keeping an Appalachian baseball program in town. I was thinking maybe 50 to 100 people at this game, and there was 1,000 people that night. And it's not boring baseball like you would see at the professional major league level. These guys are trying really hard to get to that level.
Growing up in the 50s was different. I remember leaving, going downtown. The library was segregated, but there was a lady named Miss Thomas that ran the library. So we could go in and read whatever we wanted to. And her sons, Judge Thomas here, good people. Then there was a #1 drugstore. That's why I didn't understand all the fighting during the lunch counter sit-ins over in Greensboro and around. We could always go in #1 and get a Coke if we wanted it. That's the way that went here. Of course, we were Mariah's boys, so small town, everybody knew everybody. Now the theater was a different thing. We couldn't sit downstairs, but we could go in the balcony. And as the years went on and integration came, we weren't allowed to sit in the balcony anymore, and it kind of made me mad because I realized those were the best seats.
With my pick then plow.
Went to school here and I graduated from Pulaski. Worked here through high school as an usher starting out before I could have a worker's permit in this very theater. The place was built in 1911 and it was the Elks Theater. Then it went through the vaudeville area and actually closed down and was a dry goods store for several years. And then neighborhood theaters came in and turned it into a movie house. The wrecking ball was coming after it in 92, 93. And a group of local citizens headed by Randy Ely convinced the county to give them the building. It's taken this long. We've been open for 2 years for show. Right now it's working really well. I'd say if you draw a 20-mile circle here, you'd get as many good musicians as you could anywhere in the world.
These blues are everywhere I see.
It's amazing to go to a fiddler's convention or to the Pulaski Fest and see the musicians that are there. You couldn't buy better music anywhere else. This is where it was born.
Make me a pallet on your floor. Make me a pallet on your floor. Make it small, make it low.
My dad was a doctor. He always said his best practice was at the post office because people would ask him about the different ailments and things. But you get to know the people. You have conversations about every place you go, grocery stores, and people just genuinely care. It's just something special about the people here in town.
Absolutely springtime. Flowers all over the place, life in the air. It smells nice. It's not too hot yet. Baby ducks.
This place is gorgeous when the leaves are coming out. And it's turning green from that mountain gray. I just thank God that I see another spring,
I think there's a genuine care about those who don't have what others have, and there is a sharing and caring that is binding a community together.
We are the gem city of the South. You can get peace of mind just from the nature scenery here, and it's beautiful. It always has been, and it always will be. All we've got to do is realize God has blessed us here.